I bought this book, I want to say nearly a year ago. Um, it was during a Stuff with Kindle, no, try again. It was a Stuff with Fantasy Kindle event. And the organizer was the author of this book. And I grabbed a copy of it, and it sat on my Kindle, and I never got around to it. Until now, that is. Now, Caraway of the Sea, I came across it not long after I had read The Adventures of Amina al-Sarafi, which of course is another pirate book. So I was expecting a fast-paced storyline, swashbuckling, adventure, the ringing of swords, and all of this, because it's 360 pages. It's not a long, epic-length novel. And I was wrong. It's very slow, it's very methodical, and it's very tense. And I was worried for a while that with my record lately of DNFing books, that I was going to fall into the trap again of losing interest and going away and not coming back to it, especially because I have other books waiting that I really want to get to. But I didn't. I stuck with it, and when I got to the 50% mark, things began to accelerate. And when I got to the 60% mark, shit began to kick off, and then I read the rest of the book in one sitting. I mean, most of the book is set in one place, on one island, which is kind of the opposite to what you would expect for a pirate novel. So that threw me a little bit, but it helped to keep the pacing slow. You know, they weren't leaving this place. Why were they not leaving this place? What was the captain trying to do? Why was he being so paranoid? Why was random members of his crew, long-serving members of his crew, suddenly dying? And I was like, I need these answers. So where are the answers? And then when it all comes together, it's kind of a catch your breath kind of thing, because it just keeps rolling then until the end. Caraway herself, I said this in my Goodreads review, I would say she is kind of a cross between a pirate, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but she also has the mannerisms and yet vulnerability of Sarah Connor. So imagine splicing those two together, and then turning it into a pirate. That's kind of the vibes I got. But yeah, I really enjoyed this book. Despite my brain telling me I wasn't going to enjoy this book, I did. It's not spicy, so if you're looking for spicy, this isn't the book for you. It is very much a slow burn romance as a side plot. The main plot has nothing to do with the romance really, which is good for me because I'm not a romance reader in general. So I thought it was right on the mark with that. There is another book coming, I don't know when. Madeline says it's hopefully coming out this year, but we're nearly in October, so I'm skeptical. But whenever it arrives, I will be here for it. If you haven't checked out Caraway of the Sea, you should, because I think it's one of those books that could easily be turned into a limited streaming series. That's how it reads anyway. So yeah, really good. In the end, I gave it 5 stars, which I haven't done for a book for a little while. So that's kind of the best endorsement I can give, really. But yeah, go and grab it. It's really good.